My mom broke up with my dad and left us and took off and got into heavy drugs. I think it was crack cocaine and heroin. So I have a memory of my grandma telling me that, I was gonna go away for a while, and then my dad just showed up at the door. I had no memory of him until then. Unfortunately, that's where the nightmare of my life began. My stepmom, she would just grab us by our hair, throw us across the room, punch us in the stomach, kick us. She broke my sister's leg when my sister was 5 years old, and my stepmom was like kicking her and telling her to get up. My sister couldn't walk. She was just like dragging herself down the hall, and I was freaking out, and we called 911, and before 911 came, my stepmom told me that if I ever told them the truth, she was gonna kill me. My dad was very obsessed over me, very obsessed, like in a sexual manner. There was all this time, there was a lot of molesting by him going on. That's the only person that ever did touch me inappropriately is my biological dad. So he got really crazy one day and found out that I had a boyfriend, and he went and grabbed a gun and put it to my stomach and beat the shit out of me and punched me in my stomach. And then my sister was crying and telling him to leave me alone, and he put a gun to my head and said that I was a slut and a whore and that he was gonna kill me. He took me, and I remember I was probably the beginning of my freshman year when this happened. And we went to this little Ace Hardware store. He bought me a Timex watch. I think he gave me $20. I was able to pack some belongings in a red little old duffel bag. I wasn't allowed to take anything with me, say bye to my sister, and I was put on a Greyhound bus to Southern California to go live with some cousins or stay there for a while. We got this call from my dad, and he said that he was being accused of raping my sister, and that the police was going to want to talk to me and my cousins. They were going to be contacting us, and that I better not say anything and nobody better say anything. And he threatened my cousins, which he's their uncle, to kill them and kill their kids and kill their family if we said anything to harm him or get him in trouble. And my cousins didn't want any problems with my dad. And they were going to send me back, and I didn't want to go back. So I tried to commit suicide. I became a ward of the state of California and ended up in Orangewood. And then from Orangewood, I ended up in Olive Crest. When you come from a background like myself, hope is a very small little light. This house manager, Debbie, never lost hope in me. She would take me, and I just didn't want her to take me back, I think, deeply. I didn't understand why she would just not give up on me. And she would talk to me, and she would hug me, and she would let me throw these temper tantrums, and this woman never gave up on me. If you don't have anybody to show you love or hope, I don't know what the purpose of being here is. I'd probably be dead or in prison. Those were the odds against me. It could have been really bad. It could have been really bad. All these things started replaying in my brain, like, you can do this. You don't have to repeat the cycle. You can be a good person. You don't have to do drugs. All these things that the staff would tell you over and over, where you would roll your eyes and get sick of hearing it. But they were really trying to drill that and make you believe that you were not a loser, that there was hope. I needed someone to guide me, and the only people that could guide me were those voices still in my head. I just wanted to say thank you to Olive Crest. If it wasn't for them, I would have never learned what normal family living is, what a family dinner looks like. All these little things that count, from communicating and compromising and patience and love and all the things that I learned for the first time at Olive Crest. I would not have been able to have my own children and teach them anything if it wasn't for people like them. I wouldn't known what a normal family is like. I wouldn't have known, what it is to, after school, have a snack and read with your kid or do homework, because that's what they did with us when we got home. These things became very part of my life, and they are today, and I was able to pass them down. I didn't have anywhere to learn that from, or anyone. So I do want to say thank you to Olive Crest for that.